Hi viewers, welcome to our video lecture on web technology. In this video lecture, we'll be covering on PHP and MySQL. Especially, we are going for a PHP login for using the session. Why this session is so important? I'll tell you. And before that, let us see what are the forms we are going to create. So in the PHP, we are going to create first index.php. In this index.php is just like the home page. Then we'll be going for login.php, then the data display.php, logout.php, and once you log in, the profile of this candidate, that is profile.php, and because you are going to create a session, then we will be creating a session.php, and of course we will be going for this cascading style sheet. For that we will be going for this styling.css. Fine. So now you can open all the things here also. You can see, because all the times if you directly right click and open with the Sublime, it will open that file, but that particular folder will be missing. So for that, what you need to do, you go to the file, you go to the open folder, there you select which folder, which file. At least once you select the folder, I have already selected the folder. What is my folder name? My folder name is my login. Remember, so this folder I put it in the htdocs, so in the jam server. Fine. So in the C drive, in the jam server, by default htdocs is there, the root directory. There I created a folder, that is my login. In this my login, I created all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 number of files, right? Out of that, 6 number of files are PHP file, one is the cascading style sheet. So I make it clear regarding the cascading style sheet, you have to provide the style. So these already whatever the style you want to put there. So whether for the width, height, padding, to a background color, table, border, whatever you want to do, because already I told all the things. So these things you put it there. And see that, remember, you can use the bootstrap also, but when you put this style manually, it will override that one. Fine. So if you are not using these things, then by default bootstrap will be there. But the moment you are using a particular style, then it will override that one. So in the bootstrap, you don't try to modify anything. It is as it is. But in your own style, what you are giving, for example, I have given style.css. You modify whatever things you want. What is the color? What is the mode? All the things you can do it here. Bootstrap, don't try to. I have not used Bootstrap here, but you know how to use the Bootstrap. Otherwise, in another video, because this video will be very lengthy, as per the request of the students and all things. So I make the video maximum 20-25 minutes. More than that, it is difficult for them, because a lot of data also with that. Fine. So welcome back now. Now, if you run this program, what will happen? Let us see. So it will come like this. So it will come like a login page. How did I run this one? So I have gone to the localhost. Okay, before that, one thing I have to say you, that you have to run this jam server. How do you run? For this jam server, yeah, I hope we minimize all things. Yeah. So you have to go for the server. For this also, you have a way. Here you can type the jam controller. You can type jam controller here. Otherwise, I already taken the icon. I put it here. Can you see here the jam controller? So once you double click the jam controller, then you can see the Apache server as the MySQL server. Apache is purely for PHP, and MySQL is purely for the database connectivity. Fine. So I started it here. So it started running with port number 80, that is the PSV, and MySQL is starting with the port number 3306. Both are running. Right. So before deploying anything in the PSV, you see that both the servers are running and it is fine. Why Apache I'm using? Sorry, why MySQL I'm using? Because today I'm going to use database. So if you don't use database, so Apache is enough, because I'll be using both the MySQL as well as the PHP. That's why I run both the servers. Fine. So up to this it is fine. Then we go on analyzing the program. Then we first of all I told that I want to go for the index.php. Okay, the index.php is just like a PHP program. You know, it starts with a less than question mark PHP and end with no less than question mark and greater than sign. Here, to include anything, we use the command include. I am telling you include the login page. So in the index, so there must be something. I have to go for the login page. So that's why I put it the include under this thing, single quotation login.php, and all these comments, single line comment I given, it includes the login string. Then I am telling the condition. If the session is done, that means if the session started successfully, then you, the login user, you take the login user and then redirect to your profile.php. That means if you use the correct user ID and the password, and if it is logged in, then you have to go to the where the location you have to go to profile.php. In the profile, maybe you will having your profile or your details or college details, whose website you want to display, that you put it here. Fine. So there I ended it here. Then you can see actually the interface what it will come in the index page when I'm typing. If you see the index page on the first time I'm talking it here, can you see here the index page? So it is coming something here. Can you see what is coming? One login form is coming. There are some two levels are there. One is the username, one is the password, and here also placeholder username and password also it is also coming. Fine. So the current trend is that people not using the label. So instead of using, they are giving the username. You can type your username here. Similarly, for the password also, you can type the password here or whatever things you want, you can put it here also. Suppose you want to know the password. I don't want to be, because by default it is not to be displayed. That's why I put the star here. But whatever the placeholder you put, same thing it will come here. For example, I say here in the placeholder, the name is password. The placeholder I put it password. Okay, the placeholder I put here password, PASSWORD. Fine. Control S. I saved it here. Now, if I run this program and I refresh this button, so you can see it will also show you the password. It is also showing you the password. Can you see here? It is also showing the password. Uppercase is showing, but you can make it lowercase also. I think there I made it password uppercase. You can make it there you have given, okay, something you can make it lowercase, no problem. And caps lock PASSWORD. So in that case, are you following me? So my purpose is that there is no question of giving the label. Label no need to provide it here. Just I refresh it here. You can see even if I am not using the label here, label means the username column it is showing, password. If I remove it there also, directly you can see the username. You type your username and in the password. Suppose I type the password ASDFA, still it is showing the star sign. It is not showing, it is not visible because the type I am giving in the first case it is a text, second case I am putting the password. You know all the things I already told you. So if you see here in the first case, the login form, label username, and input I am putting the input box, and the name type is equal to text. Type is equal to text I am putting, but here type I am putting password. If you type is equal to text, then it will be visible. You put in type is equal to password, then it is invisible. But in the placeholder, what should be displayed there before entering data, that you write it here. I am writing username, here I am writing password. Fine. So all things are there. Then I am putting one submit button. So input name is equal to submit, type is equal to submit, value is equal to login. What actually to be displayed there, the same thing you write. I want to that the button name should be login. Can you see here the button name is login? So you want to say change it something different, that you write it here. I don't have a problem. Fine. So this is the thing you now you learned it there. So now with this our login page is really completed. Fine. So if you log in all the things, then what will happen? Then sir, if you go for the index page, then where you will go? Initially go to the login.php. Okay. What is there in the login? Because I have just inputted login.php. For login.php, I have not done anything. You understand? In the login.php, I have not done. Then what is there in the login.php? Let us go. In the login.php, see, for logging anything, the session must start because I am starting the PHP validation using the session. The session means what happened? I give an example. Suppose you type something, my user ID something, then you type the password, you press enter or login. You are entering, then you are putting the back button. So you are going back, again you are putting the forward button. So then again you are logging in, then what is that security? That means suppose you are doing something and just you left the desk, you are going outside, but you just instead of logging out, you just put it back button, you pressed it. Somebody is coming, pressing the forward button, and again he is entering, he is changing the password and hacking your data. Then what is the security? Then what is the purpose of this thing? So that's why you have to go for this session. So then I started this session start. You are starting the session. If any error message there, it will be because you know for declaring a variable, use the dollar sign, dollar error. I keep it blank. What is the error? It will put in the error. So telling if is a dollar post, that means when you submit, when you press the submit button, then it is using the post method. So dollar underscore post. What is the data you are putting it there? If it is there, and if it is empty, okay. If it is post, it is okay, submit. If it is empty or username is empty or password is empty, then it will show some error. And error already I declared it here. I will follow because I am going for validation. What I am telling you that suppose the username is empty. How to do it? That empty method dollar underscore post. When you try to submit that form, say login form is there. Say for example, I take it here. Now this is the login page. Okay, this username is password. I logged in. So what he is doing? He is giving some error. Username or password is invalid. But password I am putting say G Jena. This is a sample, nothing to worry. So this is my correct password. But still I am putting. And what is still it is showing username and password is invalid. You get it now? That means for this validation, I already created here. What is that I created? I have given, I declared variable error. For declaring a variable in PHP, use the dollar sign error and initially I initialize to blank. Nothing is there. I am telling if username empty dollar underscore post. Why you are submitting if the username is empty or sign here or password is empty? In that case, error will it will show this error. Fine. Else what is telling? If see try to understand dollar underscore post in the dollar underscore post where which column or which line that is the username. What is the value you are putting it there? That is stored in the dollar username. Similarly, what is typing in the password input box that is storing the password, right? Then you telling you go for a connection for declaring a connection. You declare a variable connection which is mySQL. That is the improved version of that one I am using mySQL underscore connect. Then it will ask where is your server? My server is the local host. What is the identity password user? It is the root and my password I always put to team@2020 and the database I created company. So these are the parameters you have to put it here. Where is the server? I am putting the local host or you can type 127.0.0.1 that you can type it here and the identity user is root and password it is any password you can give it here. There is no restriction. You don't think that always my password is this one. This is a sample I have given to this password. It is not to be leaked because it is academic and this is for the demonstration purpose I am putting. Now Italy then I write a query, I declare a variable query, select username password from login. What is the login? Login is a table in the database company. Company the database login is a table where username and password and limit is equal to 1. The number of time also that limit is giving. So to protect MySQL injections for security purpose, you are using all the things. Now you are writing a statement that connection prepare query that is stored in the statement. That is the bind parameters, SS username password. It is also in the statement. So all the things and execute bind results, store results. So these are the standard things you put it there. Now you are telling dollar underscore session. So if all the things are there, if fetching the contents of zero, if you be fetching everything is okay, then dollar underscore session because I am using a session if for this login user, then it will be equal to the dollar username because username what I stored the username, I initializing the session. If everything is fine, then it is initializing, not then it is throwing an error. So it is incorrect. Then what you will do? If everything is fine, then it will redirect to the profile.php. Then what is the how to do? Header under braces double quotation location colon just like you see the no what is that location colon profile.php double quotation you put it here. That means if everything is okay, then session started. If the session started, then logged in everything is okay. Then it is it is taking to navigating to profile.php. Then once you are going there, then I will close. Closing which one? This connection what you initially connected, closing the connection. Then close it, close it, close it. Fine. So now, if everything is fine, then you have to log out this thing also. You get it now. So before that, you must go for the profile because I have shown you the profile. This one before the I go for the profile.php. In the profile.php, it is a simple PHP program. You know, all PHP program starts with the HTML. Only the only somewhere will be using the PHP. So it is just like doctor HTML, header title, this home page. Here I'm using a style sheet that is the style.css. How do you use that one? So link because it is external style sheet. So I'm using link as reference which is equal to style.css. A relation equal style sheet type is equal to text/css. This is already explained you. There is nothing to do. This was in the header only. You have to inject it here all things. Then body I created revision just like one block. ID is equal to profile because I'll be going for putting some property. So I'm putting ID equal to profile. Anything you can put it there. And B in bold I'm writing the ID is equal to welcome. Then what I'm writing? This is different ID vicinity. Welcome to BC Engineering College. This is Italy. Also I'm putting. Sorry. This one. This is the echo dollar login session. In the login session, what you are putting login session? I am putting some my name, username. So it will be column, it will appear there. It will be in italic and it will be in bold or center thing. Then I am putting in bold, ID is going to log out. Okay, can you see three idea? One is the I'm giving the profile. Here I am using welcome. Here I am logout. So a h reference logout.php. You get it now. So this is the link it there. That means everything is okay. Then you are logged in. You see for some time again you have to log out, and this logout will be there. You can keep it logout is one word. You can or make it two words, whatever the things. Then we started the division, close the division, started the body, close the body. Everything is fine. So if everything is fine, then just I go for the logout. How do you go for the logout? So now. For something to log out, the session must be in the starting condition. So session start. If session destroy, if you want to destroy all the session, then header location. Then where you have to redirect. If you log out, then should be say blank page to you'll go back to index.php. That's the entering header location index.php. So I have explained all things. Then I'm going for the session. In the session, what we do? See, first of all, we go for connection. Declare a variable connection inside the PHP. MySQL connect, localhost, root, we are team company, all things are there. Then session start starting the session. Then here for storing the session, what we are using, I am creating a variable user underscore check, and in the login user, what is the value that I am putting it here. Right. Then I am writing the query select username from login for username. See, now you are typing something that is stored in user check, and already you stored something. Are you following me? So you already stored in the company database and the login table, already created something. It is going to check that one. If both are okay, then login session, the session will start. Fine. So all the things, I hope you have understood this concept. Now let us go and run this program. So once again, I come here and I start from beginning. Nothing to worry because you will be confusing localhost, not PHP MySQL. It is localhost. It is MySQL, I think. MySQL. mm, my not MySQL. My login, I think. My login or login. You don't confuse. So whatever things are login. So enter it there. So there, can you see it here? So in the my login, it is directly, even if you are not typing the index also by default, it is going to the index page because index page home page by default you will take to that. So now intentionally I am giving a wrong name. So I am writing Subhasis, right? Shubhs Subhasis. Subhasis. I am putting it here. So I am password writing 1 2 2 3. Will it log in you? Did not log in. Why? Because this does not exist. This data is. So one registration page is there. I'll attach how to that one. That is not do that one. So now I'm writing the username is for example Jana, which I already put it there, and the password I'm putting Jana 1 2 3. This already I set it there. So when I try to log in, can you see it is showing welcome to BBC Engineering College Jana? What is the login I'm putting here? And for me there I will log out. See, it is a simple thing I have given it here. You want to put in this page, so BBC logo, you create a page. Just like a web page, whatever things you want to create it, you create here and you put it there. And you want to log out, also you can just log out. After log out, it is going to the index.php. Are you following me? So I hope this will be one of the experiment in your lab also. You can follow, and this is coming from the unit 4. And with this, I think we'll be able to finish the unit 4. We completed almost all the things. The login form I have given there. One more session I will take you for this registration page also. Similar type of things are there. So you can get how to go for the registration page. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please do share with your friends. Take care of health. Bye. Goodbye.